So again, thank you so much for giving me a call. But so how have you been handling with all this madness going on?
I'm good. I'm busy. I've got lots of projects, including this 50-year CD. I've got a DVD that we've been working really hard on completing, and that's going to be out in a couple of weeks. It's a live show from Edwardsville. I'm writing music. I'm still playing every day. I've got myself a nice new alto flute, and I'm going back to redo my grades exams on flute,
right,
to keep me busy. It's the summer was great because I've never had a summer off. The winter will be different, but I don't. I've got so many things that I like to do that are going to be fine, other than I'm not allowed to work. That's a slight problem.
Right. So you mentioned the CD, 50 Years of Jethro Tull, and it is a unique album with one CD being electric and the other being basically acoustic with different arrangements. What made you decide to take that approach?
I just think both sides of the story need to be told, if I can put it like that. And I think since the early days that the acoustic songs, the electric songs, worked hand in hand, and it was always that dynamic from really quiet, subtle acoustic songs to full-blown, rock stadium levels that made Tull different, and I think we were famous for it, and I just think that all those songs deserve to be heard, and I've got the two girl singers that are so good at singing those acoustic songs that I just have to have a part of it.
Right, yeah, they do a fantastic job. Like, what made you decide, I know Dan Crisp sings some songs, and then some, like you said, the girls Alex and Becca sing the others. How did they choose who got to do what songs?
I just divided it up because they both do backing vocals. I just got a list of the songs that I wanted to try, and one suited one voice, so they listened to them all. And I think they decided between the two of them which ones they suited them, and we sort of divided it down the middle so that it was nice and fair. But either way, that they can sing each other's songs, so that they've both got great voices and they're both capable of singing in so many different styles. So it was never it was an easy choice.
Right. Yeah, very good. So was it a conscious decision to leave Aqualung and Thick as a Brick from the album? You went for the more deeper parts?
Well, I think it's a commitment time-wise, and you can't really do a meaningful amount of it without sort of going into sort of 15, 20 minutes of music. It's more. I find that more of a live song to do, a live piece of music to do. Works really well live. There's lots of musicality in it. But for a studio track, even though we're playing live in the studio, I just thought that it would, not doing it would give me the chance to do another 3 songs at least, and then we spent the whole day recording all these tracks. And literally we come to the end, other than Aqualung, and they're all looking at me, the rest of the band, they're going, should we do Aqualung? And I go, yeah, you really need to. And I thought, well, I don't want to do it because I need to do it. I only want to do it if I want to do it. And, I figured that there's a lot of versions of it out there. And I thought, let's be really contrary. And let's put an album out that doesn't have it on. Let's see what happens.
Right.
And I'm not being awkward, but it's a little bit obvious, and I don't like being obvious.
Sure.
And in the same respect, the version of Locomotive Breath isn't the one that people would expect. I just want people to
that's a great word. It is kind of refreshing to hear, like you said, Locomotive Breath done acoustically. It's something very different and refreshing. It's an excellent version.
Oh, good. Then it was successful. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people pick up on it, and I'm really pleased because I just sat in the studio one day with my mandolin and started fiddling as you do, and it sort of grew from there. I mean, really, essentially, Becca carries it off, just to make it really, really different. So I'm happy about that.
Right, very good. So the title of the album is 50 Years of Jethro Tull. Does it seem like you've been in the band or been performing music for 50 years?
It doesn't. I feel quite numb from all the statistics, but it was sort of fired off from the fact that the real 50 years anniversary was 2019.
Right.
That's when Toll formed in '68. I joined at the very, very end, but there was nothing, that whatever management, record labels, whoever's responsible for decisions, did absolutely nothing to mark the 50th anniversary of the band, which I thought was a little bit unfair on the fans that have given us such a long and amazing career. And it was at that point I just decided that I was going to celebrate my 50 years since 1969 and do something for 2019, which was my sort of thank you to the fans. And it is a special occasion. It's something to be proud of, and to mark such a long history. I wanted to do it. Again, I almost said the word need, but really I wanted to do it, and I thought it would be exciting, and I could put my own spin on everything. So all in all, it was a very positive project to have.
Oh, absolutely. I had the opportunity to see you perform at the Kent stage last year, and the whole the entire band was fantastic. You did 2 shows there. Now on the record, you brought Clive and Dee with you. Did they play on the bonus tracks on the album, the live tracks?
I was thinking about that today, and let me look at the bonus tracks. They play, they do. Well, Dee plays on Heavy Horses and Songs from the Wood. They do. But the bonus tracks were added at the very, very end of. This CD was for sale at gigs in its basic form, and it was just sort of only available at shows because I just wanted to make the show experience something, a souvenir, something special. So it wasn't available outside of the gigs, and so now this is the product that's out there, available for everybody worldwide. And it was a late decision to make it a little bit different. Sure. And add those 4 tracks, and the 4 tracks are from the DVD, so that they don't get full mention, I'm afraid. But let's hope they forgive me for that. But indeed, that they are. They are on. They're somewhere in there. The Dee Palmer is. I'm looking at it, and in fact, Clive might just be on bongos. Okay. Tambourine in the background. Sure. Because we sort of switched around during the show, and not everybody was on everything.
Right. Well, very good. So, obviously, you've been in contact with Clive and Dee. Have you been in contact with any other members of the band, like John and Jeffrey?
No, John, I tried to get in touch with him. We did an Australian tour, but I couldn't get through to him. Jeffrey's called me occasionally. I called him at the beginning of lockdown to make sure he was okay, and we had a lovely long conversation. I speak to Dave Pegg quite regularly, and Don Perry I speak to, but there's a lot of people, but I tried. Some of them are best friends. I would say that everybody is a friend who have been in Tull, differentiate, but it's the same as everybody on the planet. We have friends and best friends.
Sure.
That's the way life is. And why are they best friends? Only we know. And it's just a special relationship. And I mean, if I can talk about, say, Dave Pegg, I've known we're from Birmingham. We have such a lot in common, and we do other things together, and we just, socialise. It's a deep-rooted relationship.
Right, very good. Absolutely. You could imagine doing all that playing together for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking back on your career, I know a lot of artists like, guitarists like Joe Bonamassa and Steve Vai and Joe Satriani have cited your guitar playing as being very influential to them. Who has been some of your influences?
I wouldn't say guitar players have been. I listen, and they inspire me. I'd say I've been inspired. Yeah, I have been inspired, but only when I hear great guitar playing, it just makes me want to play better. It might be Larry Carlton, it might be Robin Ford, it might be Scott Henderson, it might be Gary Moore. So many really good players, but I don't want to play like them, and I doubt if I could. But I just like good music and good musicians, and anything to really make me want to go in the studio, pick up my instruments and practice, or just sort of write music. But I think nowadays the people that inspire me are the great music writers, the great songwriters, because that's where I'm concentrating my time is in writing music. And I just recorded a piece by Carl Jenkins. It's up on YouTube. It's called Palladio, and a beautiful piece of classical music that has an element of rock in it. So it's up there with me and Darby playing drums. Just things like that really motivate me.
Oh, very good. Now, I know, we just lost one of the guitar greats in Eddie Van Halen. What did you think of his guitar playing, and did you ever get to see him perform live?
Yeah, I saw him play live, and I think he has done so much for music, so much for guitar playing, inspired thousands of people to pick up a guitar, which is an amazing thing to have done. I nearly met him. We were in a hotel that he was going into the elevator, and I just didn't have the bottle, if you want, to go and say hello, because I just thought, what if he doesn't know who I am? and I didn't, and I wanted to. And of course, there you go. I didn't, but I hear from other people who knew him that he was a fantastic person, modest, just a good, nice person. So, in every respect, it's a tragic loss.
Right. Now, I believe you either got to see with Hendrix, or you toured with Hendrix, or when he played over in England. Do you see any similarities in their style between Van Halen and Jimmy? They both kind of revolutionized the guitar.
Yeah. Well, I don't style-wise, because I think that they're both out on their own by a million miles. Eddie Van Halen wrote the rule book with the two-handed tapping. Hendrix just on his own, nobody touched him. Singing, songwriting, interpretation of other people's songs, his playing. So Hendrix and Tull did tour together in Scandinavia very early '69. So it's one of the first tours that I did with Tull. And of course I was petrified, because he was, a hero of everybody's and of mine as well, obviously. But he was a gentleman, he was polite, modest, but a really good person again, like Eddie Van Halen. And I learned a lot from him, just to have somebody of that stature just be nice to people. You just intimidated by them, but they put you at ease, and he didn't like his voice. And I just thought, how
Excellent. So, well, since I'm based in Cleveland here, I have to ask, what are your thoughts of Jethro Tull perhaps making it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I think it's well overdue. You should have been in long ago.
All right. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going to happen. But maybe I'll make it into the Rock and Roll. I don't know. I met the people, when the Martin Barre band played in Cleveland, that they asked us down. We had a VIP tour, but they were so nice to us. They were gracious, interesting, informative. It's an amazing place. I mean, I was really impressed. And we never mentioned it once about anything about Jethro Tull being in there. But there's a lot of great things in there. It's fabulous, and if I was ever a part of it, I'd be very, very, very proud. But they, out of my control, and I'm a happy person. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with what I've done, and I'll let other people say how important or how not important I am or Jethro Tull is. I never expect anything. I never ask for anything. So, like when we got the Grammy, that was just incredible because it came out of the blue and it meant so much to us. We'll see.
Sure.
I'm happy.
Right. That's fantastic. Again, if you do get inducted, would you be willing to play with the 70s era lineup of Tull?
There's a question. Let me put it from the other direction. My band, who I've worked with for, more or less for like 6-7 years, they're amazing. I love them to bits. They're loyal. They're hardworking. Whatever I am, they're a part of it. So, in my mind, I would never turn my back on them. So anything I do, I would like to see them next to me on a stage, because they've really earned their place next to me. They interpret the music of Tull, they fly the flag, they work hard for the brand that's called Jethro Tull. In my mind, they deserve as much recognition as anybody, so that's the other way of looking at it.
No, absolutely.
That's a complex question. I don't have the answer.
Well, that's a fair enough answer. I appreciate that. So,
thank you.
Yes. On the CD, you mentioned that, you will take your guitar on the road and continue my love affair, playing live music. Do you have any plans to tour in 2021? And if so, will the States be a part of those plans?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've postponed 2 big US tours as of now, but one was in March, April, the other was September, October. Now, I guess I don't want to look, but it's probable that we would have been over there right now. I don't want to think about not being there, but certainly we've got those 2 tours that we'll have to catch up with then, and others. It's all getting stockpiled, and I think the great difficulty, but it'd be a wonderful difficulty, will be fulfilling all our obligations. But I have every intention of doing that. As much as I can. I will never cancel anything. I never have, and I never will. So, yeah, we've got a lot of playing to do, and I can't wait.
Well, we're dying for live music, that's for sure, over here. We've had a few drive-in shows, but that's, it's not the same as being with people and hearing great live music, for sure. So, well, Martin, again, I appreciate you giving me a call, and I wish you nothing but success on the new album. I believe Jethro Tull fans are really going to love it because of the different arrangements, and it's extremely well done, and I wish you well.
Thank you, Greg. It's been very much a pleasure talking to you.
Great. Thank you. Take care, Martin.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
You too. Thanks, Greg.
For sure. Bye-bye.
Bye.